It took me about 4 months to completely renovate this house. I had 2 hurricanes kind of interrupt me along the way, but finally it's done. And this is probably the longest video that I've posted, but I wanted to share with you guys every detail along the way. This house was built in the 70s, and we actually bought it from the original owner who built it himself. And he definitely cared for it throughout the years, but didn't really update it along the way. So here's a little walkthrough of exactly what it looked like when we purchased it. Since it's only 1,600 square feet, there was a lot of wasted space with hallways, so I really wanted to open it up to kind of maximize the space. I started by just demoing the entire inside of the house. It took me about a good full week to do it. And then I just started working one room at a time, starting with the primary bathroom. I brought it down to the studs and then made this wall-to-wall niche. And then I made the shower out of the Guru shower system. It's a prefabricated pan, and then I also used their waterproof membrane for the walls. I chose to install a 12 by 24 white tile on the wall because I had chosen kind of a busy pattern for the floor. I used that same tile on the bathroom floor, on the shower floor, and in the niche. And then finished it off by grouting a bright white grout on the walls and then a gray grout on all the floors. And because this house is right by the beach, I wanted to give it that coastal vibe. So I carried the blue palette throughout the entire house. I installed shiplap on that back wall and then accented the entire bathroom with gold and black fixtures. And to finish it off, I used Behr's Ultra Pure White paint. So here's what the bathroom looked like before, and then here's what the bathroom looks like now. I love how this bathroom turns out. I love that wall-mounted faucet, and then I think my favorite part in this bathroom is probably that LED niche that allows you to change colors. So after the primary bathroom, I moved out to the main living area and especially the kitchen. Removing all those walls just lets so much more light in and it really opened up the entire space. And I arranged the kitchen to make it like a big U so I could fit a huge island in the middle. This definitely allowed a lot more cabinet space than the original plan had. And instead of going with an all-white kitchen that I'm normally used to doing in my designs, I decided to go with a sand color as the entire perimeter and then a blue color for the middle. With that white sparkling quartz countertop, I really think it just made everything pop. I chose to go with a white subway tile that has a little bit of wave to it for the backsplash. And to keep the tile just looking seamless throughout, I just chose to use the Latta Creek's ready-to-use bright white grout. And then I installed this 60-inch gas range with this huge range hood. But I think this is probably my favorite transformation in the entire house. I just can't believe what the kitchen looked like before compared to now. I installed bamboo shades and then also matching pendant lights that I really think just goes off that beach vibe. All of the appliances that I used in here are by Z-Line, and that blue sink that I love is by Syncology.com. I also installed a trash can pull-out by Revishelf and also some of their other customizations to the drawers. So after that, it was back to working on that second bathroom. And I really love that green tub. I think it just gives that vintage vibe, so I really had wanted to keep it, but unfortunately, got scratched during all of the demo. I decided just to remove all of that old plaster and start fresh with new green board. And in this bathroom, again, just to waterproof, I'm using that Guru membrane. You pretty much install it just like wallpaper, and then it's ready to tile. And I installed that same 12 by 24 white tile on the walls because I chose another busy pattern for the floors. But I thought those tiles were so fun. You can actually just change the direction that you lay them, and it gives it a completely different look. I added board and batten to the walls, a new toilet, new shower door, and chose to finish this one off with black and gold fixtures as well. So again, here's what the bathroom looked like when we first bought it compared to now. I love how this one turned out as well. I love how it's just so simple yet functional, and that green tile kind of kept that green tub tradition alive. And here's a tour of the house now that everything's complete. It's just crazy to look back to see what the house looked like 4 months ago compared to now. And I'm hoping that this week I'll be able to go pick up the old owners and show them what it looks like now for their reaction. And if you guys are interested in watching any more of this entire transformation, I have detailed videos every step of the way for every room right under the playlist called Beach Bungalow Flip. I had a lot of you guys wondering why we weren't moving in here while we were rebuilding our personal house, but unfortunately this house is about an hour and a half away from where the kids go to school, so it's just not really practical, even though I would absolutely love to move in here because I really love how this house turned out. But we just submitted our plans to the city for permitting, so we are hoping to be able to bulldoze our house the first week of January if all goes as planned. So it's going to be a crazy, exciting 2023. So if you're not following yet, make sure to follow so you guys can watch the entire journey.